Hey guys, it's Edwin here, and today I'm going to talk about why you beat yourself after abuse, or just why we beat ourselves in life. One thing for sure is the enemy is never really out there. The enemy is always with us all the time. And the most common thing we do in life is beating ourselves up, especially after we've done something which we deem as wrong or which we're not supposed to do. And after leaving a toxic relationship, the face of beating yourself up can be something like, I should have known better. How could I not see that coming? I deserve the abuse because I'm always stupid and gullible. Or I'm such a loser. I should have left earlier. Or why always me? There must be something very wrong with me. So beating yourself up is just punching yourself with vile and unpleasant words like throughout the day. You just feel like a failure, and your mind just spirals with negative thoughts of how everything in this world is because of your silliness or your badness. Even those things which are clearly not within your control, your mind will still find a way to twist them so that it looks like it's all on you. It's just a mean voice which drags you down as a worthless human being. The other thing we need to note is that this inner critic doesn't just punish us because of our past mistake. It punishes us with the hope that if we beat ourselves up, we will not find ourselves in the same pattern. So there's always this feeling that if I don't beat myself up, or if I let myself off the hook, I will repeat the same mistake. It's more of the common saying like spare the rod, spoil the child. So that inner critic is just doing the same to you. So you may hope that beating yourself up will be helping you and keeping you away from danger, but it does the opposite, and it even cripples you from even seeking help or even taking the steps to heal. When you are overly self-critical, it doesn't matter what you achieve. Even if you win like the Olympics, you'll still be bothered by the fact that you couldn't finish the race in lesser time because you are just overly self-critical and you deeply hate yourself. So why do we beat ourselves up in life? The main reason why we beat ourselves is we've been conditioned since childhood to associate like beating yourself up as a form of self-motivation. At school, home, or church, the model was always using a cane to instill good behavior or to motivate someone to work towards their goals. Also, the conditioning left little space for failure and instead focused more on perfection, like getting the A's without any kind of validation for our small wins. You may have also been harshly criticized because of your behavior, looks, grades, or just anything about you. So those childhood experiences left some emotional scars of an inadequacy and deep insecurity within us. So without unlearning this or without transforming these beliefs from the past, it means that in adulthood, you will always strive for perfection and you will harshly criticize yourself every time you make a mistake. So beating ourselves up is a learned behavior. And being in a toxic relationship will amplify that inner critic more and more because it's a place where you are constantly criticized for your behavior and actions. You are also rarely validated for your small wins, and anything you do will never be good enough to make them happy. It will never be good enough to make your abusive partner happy. So your reality has been distorted further to believe that you are always the one ruining things and your efforts will never be good enough. That's why once you leave the relationship, you will be overly self-critical because of the invalidating voice of your ex and the beliefs you have about yourself courtesy of your own upbringing. The thing about beating yourself up, it's actually very harmful for your mental health because your actions will not be geared towards you healing. It will be geared more towards listening to that critical inner voice. To cope with this beating yourself up is actually not the easiest thing to do because you may even be unwilling to act because you feel that you don't even deserve to heal. You don't even deserve to take action and make your life better. The inner critic is just paralyzing, and it feeds you with thoughts like nothing or no one can help someone like me. And the only thing that will stop you from beating yourself is to actually start showing yourself compassion. It's more of accepting the parts of yourself that you feel are flawed and then taking the steps to deal with them. It's unconditionally loving all of yourself with all your weaknesses, flaws, without any kind of harsh judgment. When you are compassionate with yourself, it's more like you are moving towards yourself. But when you are deeply self-critical of yourself, you are moving away from yourself. And to practice self-compassion, you can use some visualizations that will just help you to accept yourself the way you are, or that will offer you the realization of your current experience of beating yourself and help you flow into loving alignment with your present self. I'll attach a visualization I actually like in the description so that you can use it and just try to really visualize how self-compassion would look like. When thing is, when you're compassionate with yourself also, you'll be better positioned to work on those beliefs about yourself, because you'll be acting from the point of loving yourself and not from the point of beating yourself. Aside from coping with this beating yourself up, you can permanently stop beating yourself up by just working on those deeply held beliefs about yourself. Those deeply held beliefs are not a depiction of who you are at the core. They are just false beliefs you've picked up as a result of your life experiences. And those beliefs stop you from being in touch with your authentic self. So, for example, if you are constantly criticized for your grades and you are never validated for the hard work you are doing, you will have this belief that you are never good enough, or you will never be good enough, or your efforts will never be good enough. So when you live life in that perspective, you will never be in touch with your authentic self. So when you dissolve those subconscious beliefs about yourself, you'll be able to just see yourself for who you are presently and not from your past experiences. Beliefs drive our actions, and without transforming those beliefs, our actions will not be fully transformed, or our thoughts will not be fully transformed. So when you heal your past wounds again, you'll be able to see that inner critic or that inner voice as just a voice, but not something that should dictate your current behaviors and actions. The voice will dissipate because there are no false beliefs about yourself which give that voice strength. Because something about this inner voice is that if you have these subconscious beliefs about yourself from the past, it will be in alignment with those beliefs, so it will amplify the voice. But without those beliefs, the voice will just dissipate. It doesn't have a supporting mechanism. Hope you found that informative, guys. So stop beating yourself up. Just practice compassion and be compassionate with yourself. And even if you feel that you don't deserve it, just take action. Don't overthink about it. Don't think about seeking help. Just seek help, because the moment you think about it, the belief that you don't deserve it will stop you from taking action. So you just take action. If it's taking care of yourself, or changing your diet, or leaving that relationship, just leave without thinking about it, because the moment thought comes in, it's over. Hope you found that informative, guys. Until next time, see ya.